Have you ever thought so much about a decision that you ended up doing nothing at all? Overthinking feels like progress, but it's actually the fastest way to stay stuck. Every time you spend 3 hours researching the best project management tool instead of actually starting the project, you aren't being thorough. You're being paralyzed. Your brain is tricking you into thinking that gathering information is the same thing as making progress. It's not. It's actually just a sophisticated form of procrastination. The truth? You can't steer a parked car. If you're waiting for the perfect moment or the perfect plan, you're going to be waiting until next year. Today, we're breaking that loop. I'm going to show you how to stop the mental gymnastics and finally start shipping your work. Before we dive into the 3 tactical shifts that will change your workflow forever, please make sure you check out our collection of free communication scripts and workplace resources to help you lead with more confidence. And if you're interested in becoming an expert in strategic planning, make sure you check out my book, The Strategy Blueprint, which is available on Amazon. I've included the link in the description below. All right, let's get into the episode. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Work Chat. Today, we are tackling the silent killer of careers, overthinking. We've all been there. You have a great idea, but then the what-ifs start. What if it flops? What if I choose the wrong strategy? What if people think it's amateur? Before you know it, that brilliant idea is buried under a mountain of self-doubt and open browser tabs. It's not about thinking harder. It's about thinking less and doing more. I've spent years studying productivity workflows, and I've realized that the most successful people aren't the smartest. They're just the ones who move the fastest. So this leads us to shift number 1, the V1 mentality, aka the permit to be bad. The first thing we have to change is your relationship with quality. Overthinkers try to launch version 10 on the first try. You want the polished, award-winning, flawless final product immediately. But here is the reality. Everything starts as junk. I want you to adopt the V1 mentality. When you start a task, tell yourself, I am intentionally going to write the worst first draft possible. Why? Because you can edit a bad draft, but you can't edit a blank page. When you give yourself permission to be bad, the pressure disappears. The fear of judgment vanishes because you've already accepted that this version isn't the final one. Progress happens when you stop trying to be a genius and start being a builder. Shift number 2, the 2-minute decision rule. Let's talk about decision fatigue. Most of what we overthink doesn't actually matter. Should you use the blue template or the navy template? Should you send the email at 9 a.m. or 10 a.m.? In the grand scheme of your career, these are low-stakes decisions, but we treat them like they're life or death. Here is the rule. If a decision won't matter in a year, you get exactly 2 minutes to make it. Set a timer, flip a coin if you have to. The right decision is simply a made decision. Movement creates data. Staying still creates nothing but anxiety. Shift number 3, weaponize artificial constraints. The third shift is about time. There's a concept called Parkinson's Law, which says that work expands to fill the time available for its completion. If you give yourself a week to finish a presentation, it will take a week. You'll spend 5 days overthinking the font and 2 days actually writing. To break this, you need to set micro deadlines. I use something called the aggressive 20. I set a timer for 20 minutes and tell myself I have to ship a version of the task before that timer goes off. No exceptions. It forces your brain to prioritize the must-haves and ignore the nice-to-haves. It turns work into a game, and games are much harder to overthink. So let's bring this home. Overthinking is just a fancy way of saying you're stuck. Remember, version 1 is the goal. Don't wait for version 10. 2-minute decisions for low-stakes choices, and aggressive 20-minute timers to force your hand. Progress isn't about being perfect. It's about being in motion. The most successful version of you is the one that isn't afraid to make a mess and clean it up later. Stop waiting for the light to turn green. It only turns green once you start driving toward it. Before you go, I have a challenge for you. I want you to look at your to-do list right now. Pick the one thing you've been planning for more than 3 days. As soon as this video ends, I want you to spend 10 minutes, just 10, and do a messy version of it. Send the email, write the outline, buy the domain. It's okay if you do it poorly. Just do it. If this helped you clear the mental fog, hit that like button and subscribe to the Work Chat. It helps me keep these episodes coming to you. And don't forget to grab your free scripts and guides in the description below. They're designed to help you grow in your workplace. Now, go make some progress. I'll see you in the next episode.